Hi guys, this is the first video that we've done of this particular property. It's the Kings Road property. It's a project that it's a site that we're project managing for one of our clients. A lot of you might not know this, but we actually also project manage sites as well. You know, HMO conversion, property conversion, stuff like that. Okay, so I think we have just finished the rip out. Ashley's just going to walk around and explain what the plan is with each room and the whole property as well. All right, let me turn the camera around. Ashley, ready?
Let's do it. So just to add on to the introduction, this property we are planning to use for supported accommodation. So I will walk you around very briefly and just point out a few things that we're working on, and ultimately what we want to get from the end scheme. So let's start and have a walk. Be careful when we step there too.
Okay.
Right, we'll step into the first room. So this will be the first bedroom. It's around about 14 or so meter squares, so it's a really big room. Comfortably fit a double in here. If we were going the professional route, this is a room that we potentially would have looked at to actually have an ensuite in here because of the size. In terms of what we're doing throughout the whole house, the house actually is in decent condition. You can probably see from sort of the walls, they're pretty solid, pretty standard. We've not got some of the issues that we encounter with other properties. We've not had to do a full rewire, so all we're looking at doing is just some second fix, putting some sort of chrome plated light switches on, light fittings, etc. So I will walk you around now. First room. So, room number 2, again, another very large room, and you can see, the walls are pretty solid here, so we're just going to be painting over the walls. Again, no real issues with this room, but again, from a professional perspective also, we would have looked to put a ensuite sort of in that area there, but we're not going down that route for this one, but again, still a very good, big double room. Come with me. So, corridor walks right in here into what will be the lounge area. So this property is a really, really big property. It's just the area why we have decided to sort of go with the supported accommodation model instead of the professional model. So you can see, really big room, nice high ceilings. You can see, actually I'll show you one of the issues that we've actually got in this property here. So initially, this hole was always there, so initially we thought that the hole just needed repairing. It actually doesn't need repairing. What we've actually found, sort of since we've been working on the project, is that there's actually some damp up there, so the plasterboard's rotting away underneath, so it makes sense, safety-wise, we need to sort of just replace it, re-skim over there and get that done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean with the quote system, obviously, we get a quote from the builder and various builders, but until we actually take everything apart and see what's behind the walls, we're not really going to know for sure the exact cost.
Exactly. So it's the reason why we always tell people to put a contingency in with their build costs, because we always do find something, whether it's sort of small or large, that's not really too big of an issue, but it's one that we do need to see rectified as soon as possible. This way standing here is going to be the kitchen, so as you can see, it's fully ripped out. All good. What we're going to do is just go for some standard kitchen units across here, sink over that way, cooker there, potentially some units in this area here, and in terms of fridges and that type of stuff, we're potentially going to store it in there. We opted against opening it all out to make it a sort of huge kitchen diner. Reason being, these are low bearing walls, and putting stills in and stuff like that wasn't really worth our time and money, to be honest. Have a look at the back here. We have got one of the bathrooms in the property. Now, what we're actually doing in this area, in order to increase the amenities, is we're actually it's kind of difficult to explain, so if you go over there too. So, we've got this door here. What we want is a door here that goes into just a toilet and basin. So there's a separate toilet and basin, and then this area where two standing now will be a shower room. So we'll have a shower room plus a standalone WC and wash basin.
which is actually quite important for social living, supported living.
It's very important. I mean, for the space that we've got there, potentially, with a little bit of jigging around, we probably could have got 2 shower rooms in. But again, you've got to do a cost-benefit analysis in terms of what we're going to be doing and what we're letting it out for, which is supported accommodation. So have a walk up with me. Let's head upstairs. So we've got 2 bedrooms downstairs, and you will see a further 4 bedrooms upstairs. So again, as you can see, really large double room. This one I think is about 16 or 17 square meters. So again, if we were going professional, this would definitely be one that we would have a ensuite on. So fairly standard again, walls are pretty solid. As you can see, all the doors are out, the frames are going to be coming out, and we're going to be swapping them with fire-rated doors. Squeeze past here. This is bedroom number 4. So as you can see, we've just done some repairs to some of the floorboards here. They're a little bit creaky and not too sturdy. You've seen that, well, you can see that throughout the property. Things like radiators. In order for us to sort of keep the cost down as much as possible, all we're going to do is just give them a little bit of a paint or a spray if needed. If not, they're good to go, they all work. We're just going to be replacing the boiler. So in this property, we've not got to do any extra plumbing apart from that toilet downstairs. So we've got 1 bathroom, shower room in here, which all we're going to do is a bit of a lick of paint, maybe a little bit of tiling, potentially change that unit there, and we're good to go. This here is the smallest room in the property, so this will be a single room. Where you're standing to, it's a little bit awkward, it sort of comes on an angle. So what we're planning on doing is we're actually planning on moving the door sort of out this way and having it open this way. That gives us that extra little bit of room that we need in here. Final one, room 6. Let's have a walk up. Okay, this is the loft room. As you can see, we've got sort of temporary stairs there. We are going to be, one of the bigger jobs in this property is actually configuring the existing staircase and getting it to come up into this loft room, so we've got permanent stairs. One of the issues that we actually found with this room is when we initially came here, we didn't actually test the electrics up here. There was electrical points, electrical sockets, as you can see, light fittings, but they were disconnected somehow. So our electrician's already wired up here, so now all we've got to do is get the staircase in, make sure everything's sturdy, make sure the flooring's okay. This is where building regs are going to come in. I'm a little bit out of breath from walking up the stairs. Quarantine is definitely taking its toll. But yeah, other than that, this is a pretty standard refurb for us that we're going to be handing over to supported accommodation. We're not really doing anything structural, which is really good. Saves on a lot of time and cost. So yeah, good to go. This is going to be a 6-bed. 2 shower room and 1 separate WC.
Brilliant. Hopefully that's been helpful, and we'll see you guys on the next one. See you.